The sky is falling.
The sky is falling. We got the Chicago Sky general manager, Jeff P., throwing Angel Reese under the bus?
With unmatched swagger, sky-high confidence, and more media buzz than most rookies ever dream of, she entered the league like she already ran it. The next big thing had arrived, and her name was Barbie.
The Chicago Sky lose again. The Chicago Sky lose again. Now, this is actually something that's pretty funny. I need to show it to you guys. Angel Reese's teammates, I mean, they got her in the post, but for some reason, they're just choosing not to give her the ball.
As things progress, the mood in Chicago has taken a sharp turn. Inside the Sky front office, tensions are rising, smiles have faded, voices are getting louder, and the blame game is in full swing. Angel Reese is no longer the golden child. She's quickly becoming the cautionary tale whispered about behind closed doors. If you think it's time to cut ties, drop a comment below, fire the baby giraffe, and let's move on.
Angel Reese is under fire from the Chicago Sky general manager. The general manager names Angel Reese by name and says, "We need more out of."
The fallout from a locker room bombshell is spreading fast, circling the internet like sharks sensing blood. Word is, the GM is done playing nice. Missed layups, blown chances, and the failure to prove she belongs, it's all under the microscope. Now, suddenly, Angel's grip on this team looks shakier than her jump shot.
That's something that has yet to come together, but it's a necessity for us to win, Pagliuca said. She's had some great games, and she's had some games like everybody else that haven't been her best, but she's our best chance at versatility on this roster. We need more production out of her, but we need her to help us in other ways too. We need more production out of her. Jeff Pagliuca has been seeing some of the disappointment.
This wasn't your standard post-game pep talk. Reports say the GM stormed into the locker room with a purpose after yet another disappointing showing. One that had coaches clenching their jaws and fans staring at the box score in disbelief. It was a full-blown alarm, loud, intense, and impossible to ignore. A desk-pounding, shape-a-poor-ship-out moment. And it didn't happen in front of the cameras, it went down behind closed doors, where the real conversations happen.
Reese has seen her numbers drop from her rookie season to her second in 2025. She is averaging 10 points on 35% shooting and 12 rebounds per game compared to 2024, where she posted 13.6 points on 39% shooting and 13 rebounds per game. To make matters worse for the Sky, Courtney Vandersloot, she's out for the season with a torn ACL.
Angel Reese doesn't sugarcoat or hide behind polished PR talk, it's all raw and real. But this time, the critique wasn't about effort, it was about fundamentals. One blunt question cut through the noise like a warning shot: how many more missed layups do we tolerate before making a move? Insiders say this isn't the first time her name has come up. What started as quiet murmurs in the background has now grown into full-blown noise the front office can't ignore.
That's something that has yet to come together, but it's a necessity for us to win. She's had some great games, but she's had some games like everybody else that haven't been her best. But she's our best chance at versatility on this roster.
Coaches and staff had already been reviewing clips of Angel flailing under the rim, looking like she'd forgotten how to finish. But her latest outing pushed executives over the edge. It wasn't just a rough night, it was a costly one. The locker room was thick with tension, game-changing mistakes turned into momentum for the other team, and the mood shifted fast. The GM finally said what everyone had been thinking. She might have been a college star, but this isn't the Big Ten anymore. Her teammates stayed silent, out of respect, but out of resignation. This wasn't just a wake-up call, it was a demand for accountability. And this time, the criticism wasn't coming from trolls online, it was coming from inside her own house.
How come the first time we hear you call a player out by name, it's Angel Reese? How come you went and you hired Tyler Marsh to be the head coach of this team, and then you co-signed him, building an offense around Camila Cardoso, yet the first time we're talking about we need more from a player, it's for Angel Reese and not Camila Cardoso. Last time I checked, they both have been playing like garbage.
The Sky went Elin on Angel Reese billboards, promos, the whole nine, branding her as the face of the franchise and the next big thing. But now, there's real doubt creeping in. Did they buy into a game changer or just a flashy illusion style, over substance, hype without the follow-through? That locker room speech made one thing painfully clear. No one's spot is guaranteed.
We had pretty big, significant expectations for the season, which is why I made the moves I made. His assessment was that the Skies 2 and 6 need to improve everywhere going into to address the lack of cohesion on defense and poor shooting. Going into Tuesday night's loss, they let a league worst 90.1 points per game. We're shooting just 39%.
Angel entered the WNBA, riding a wave of hype, but now, that wave is crashing down hard. Chicago didn't draft her for viral moments or social media clout, they expected impact. Instead, they're getting a front row seat to a masterclass in missed opportunities. Her recent performance, especially the disaster against Atlanta, made one thing painfully clear. Her finishing struggles are becoming impossible to ignore.
Angel Reese, part 40, let's get it! My favorite shot in basketball, Angel Reese, long two, bang! We saw some improvement last night. They only lost by 18 and some of the layups hit rim. Bang! WNBA socials show Angel, but not her teammates. Did you say butter? Butter pecan! Bang! They're giving you free and open looks. You better cash them in, girl. Oopsie. Bang!
She botched layups so badly, the backboard probably filed a complaint. Each miss killed momentum, turning potential scoring chances into groans from the crowd. Fans didn't need to check the stat sheet, they could see it for themselves. What they saw wasn't a threat on the court, but a player who looked more confused than confident.
Bring it back to the dipsy-doo, whipsy-doo. Give me that scoopity-boopity-bop. Bang! More layups. She's right-handed, by the way. Did you know? Bang! Bang! She's a great rebounder. She grabs that board really well. All the people there are excited to watch her rebound. Look at that. Watch out for the out-of-bounds line. Bang! If I'm her coach and I see this setup right here, I'm calling timeout. Nothing good ever happens here. Bing bong. Bang! Anytime she gets tied up for a jump ball, you know she's losing that because she can't jump. Bang!
The clips started circulating fast. Like digital Zapruder films, Twitter analysts broke down her misses frame by frame. Every brick was dissected like a historical artifact. And Sky fans didn't hold back, lighting up comment sections with takes so scorching they could strip paint.
Angel Reese was quoted as saying, "I put my head down and work every single day. I don't give up on anything. I critique myself the most. I know it's going to translate. I'm just going to put my head down and work. I know the results will show."
Social media turned into a war zone. Her finishing skills were being compared to junior varsity drills. And one thing was clear, the internet had stopped handing out benefit of out cards. Some joked, she talks like Shaq, but finishes like Shaq's intern. Others wondered how someone that big could still manage to vanish in the heat of the moment.
Angel Smollett, in her own words.
Yeah, obviously there's no place in this league for that. I think the WNBA, our team and our organization has done a great job supporting me. I've had communication from everyone, from so many people across this league, and being able to support me and going through this whole process. Obviously, it could happen to me, it could happen to anyone, and I think they've done a great job supporting us in this.
The WNBA is a joke, and even with Clark carrying the league on her shoulders, it's still